Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village surrounded by green hills and golden fields, there lived an old lady known by everyone for her gentle smile and calm heart. She wasn't rich, nor did she live in a grand house, but what made her special was her happiness. No matter what happened, rain or shine, good or bad, she was always smiling. Villagers often came to her for advice, comfort, or simply to feel the peace that seemed to follow her wherever she went. One day, a young man from the village approached her with curiosity in his eyes. He asked, "Grandmother, why are you always happy? Don't you ever feel sad when bad things happen?" The old lady looked at him kindly and said, "My child, life is full of ups and downs. Some days are easy, some are hard. But I learned something long ago. Happiness does not come from what happens around us. It comes from what we carry inside." The young man frowned slightly. "I don't understand," he said. "How can you be happy when life gives you pain?" The old lady sighed softly and began to tell her story. "When I was young, I had a beautiful family, a loving husband and 2 children. We didn't have much money, but we had laughter, love, and peace. Then one day, everything changed. My husband fell ill. We tried everything we could, but we couldn't afford the medicine he needed. And one morning, he was gone." Her eyes shimmered as she continued. "That day, I thought my world had ended. I cried for days and nights. I thought I would never smile again. But one morning, I saw my children asleep beside me, their small faces peaceful, unaware of how broken I felt. And in that moment, I realized they still needed me. Life still needed me." She looked at the young man and said, "I understood then that being sad forever would not bring my husband back. So I made a choice to live, to smile, and to find happiness again." The young man asked softly, "But how did you do that? How can someone choose to be happy after losing so much?" The lady smiled, her wrinkles glowing in the sunlight. "Every morning when I wake up," she said, "I whisper to myself, 'Today is a new day. I will find one reason to be thankful.' Some days it's the warmth of the sun, sometimes it's the sound of birds or the smile of a neighbor. Even on the hardest days, there is always something good, if you look for it." The boy thought deeply and asked, "But what if something terrible happens? How can we stay happy then?" She looked at him with calm eyes and said, "My dear, nothing lasts forever, not even pain. When bad times come, I remind myself, this too shall pass. The storms of life always fade, and the sun always returns. We can't control what happens, but we can control how we see it." She placed her hand gently on his shoulder. "Happiness," she whispered, "is a choice. You can focus on the darkness and stay sad, or you can look for the light and be happy. It's not easy, but it's always possible." The young man left her home quietly that day, her words echoing in his heart. From that day on, he began to live differently. Each morning, he looked for one small reason to smile: the song of a bird, a kind word, a moment of peace. Slowly, his life began to change, and soon, the old lady's wisdom spread through the whole village. People learned to be grateful, to stay positive, and to find happiness even in difficult times. The once ordinary village became a place filled with laughter, warmth, and hope, all because of one woman who taught them that true happiness begins within the heart. Moral of the story: happiness is not about what you have or what happens to you. It is about how you choose to see life. Even in the darkest moments, there's always something to be thankful for. Life's pain is temporary, but a positive heart can turn any hardship into peace. Remember, happiness is a choice, and it lives inside you.